Hello, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hi, Aditi.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Aditi.
How are you all doing? I hope you are safe and sound.
Yes, you're doing good. Thank you.
Lovely.
Abhimanyu sir, am I audible properly?
Yes, you are.
Okay, that's great. Right. Sir. File service. Should be sharing. Aditi, is it Yajan in or not? There is a name Akash Dwar. Is it a student or he is itself?
Akash Dua is a student.
Student.
Akash is a student. I'm just checking with Yajan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is to request everyone to keep your mic on mute. Only host and the speakers will be unmuting as and when needed. Yajan has joined. Abhishek, Yajan has joined.
Yes, I have seen. So I'm just waiting for Aditi to come into the screen. And Abhimanyu sir, your PPT in case required, you need to play, huh?
Yes, yes, it is ready.
Right.
Along with
And the video at the end.
Along with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Aditi, can we start? Yajan has joined.
Are we expecting some more participants because they're just 21?
So
Yeah,
you
we
want
can
us to
start.
wait another few minutes?
We can start.
Okay.
Or we can ask HOI sir.
Let me ask to Bhattacharya sir.
Yes, I think the people will go on joining as we proceed. So without wasting time, we should start.
All right, sir. So we are starting. So good morning, everyone. Today, from Amity School of Hospitality, we have arranged one webinar on the topic of harnessing skills while we are in lockdown. So basically, this topic is totally based on students' expectation, and we want students to lift up their skills. We have called two of the prominent speakers from the industry, those who are into the training and development industry for last 10, 12 years, Ms. Aditi Messi and Mr. Yajan Dua. Before we start the topic, I'd like to request our director, sir, Professor Bhattacharya, to speak few words, and then we can introduce our speaker. Sir, please.
Sure.
Without much ado, let me tell you, both the speakers, it would have been an opportunity of immense pleasure for all of us if we were able to host you physically in our school and the university. But nonetheless, given the situation that we are passing through now, we have to settle down for the limited pleasure of just listening to you on a webinar. So welcome on board, and without much ado, we should start. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
So before we start, one more thing, because we are conducting this session via Zoom. So Zoom has a limitation of 40 minutes. So you must have seen we have shared two messages. One is till 11:35 and the second slot is 11:35 onwards. So in case we get locked out from, from this session, please log in for the second session, which is the total session is for 1 hour. So let me introduce Aditi first. Aditi, she is a lady having experience into training and development for last 12 years. She is holding an MBA into HR. She is a passionate trainer, and I know her personally for a long time, and she is a very good facilitator. She worked into recruitment, into skill development. Now she is working as a L&D team into KPMG. She is a facilitator and she believes into training can transform your skills. And regarding Yajan, he is a person who has a background of engineering and MBA in marketing, but he turned to be a motivational speaker. So he's a corporate trainer and he worked with different companies and lots of motivational speaks he has already shared into public forum. So today we are hosting this webinar and we're welcoming you. So Aditi and Yajan, it's over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Abhishek. So, I think we need to have presentation rights to share our deck.
Right.
Yeah, just allotted.
You
Just
want-
Or
allotted.
Abhishek, would you?
Yes, one. Abhimanyu sir, please.
Allotted. Aditi, you can see the rights now.
Okay. Sir, can you share the rights with Yajan as well? So just in case if you want.
Yeah, he can also check. He also has it. And only
Perfect.
one participant at a time can share. हाँ सर बोलो.
Right. Great.
Is it perfect now?
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. All right. So, good morning, everyone, once again. Of course, I can't hear you, but would love to hear you through your responses in terms of just give me a smiley or a hi so that I can see that I am pretty much audible to you guys.
Yes, you are. Yes.
Oh, am
Yes,
I?
ma'am, you are audible.
Okay.
Audible.
So to all the participants also, hi, good morning. Can I just get some hi and hellos and smileys from you guys?
Hello, ma'am.
Lovely. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How's you, ma'am?
I'm good. What's your name?
Ma'am, Pradyum Mudanwal.
Hi, how are you doing? Good, good, lovely. Good to hear you. Okay, so we'll quickly start with our session. But before we start, thank you, Abhishek, and thank you, the entire faculty of Amity for introducing us and giving us this opportunity so that we can come forward and talk about something which is very important for you as well as a learning for us. And so what we will do is, since Abhishek has already introduced us, but I would like to take this opportunity to introduce my co-facilitator as well, so that you guys can know that what we do exactly, not just into learning and development, but who we are as individuals. So with full of enthusiasm, I would like to introduce my partner, Yajan Dua, of course. The first thing that he has mentioned here is that he's a fashionpreneur. I can vouch for that. He is a passionpreneur because in whatever he does, he puts in a lot of passion. He's a networker. He loves to connect with people. As Abhishek already mentioned, that he is into corporate training, and he's now, although he was into engineering, but then he opted to get into training and be a motivational speaker, and that's what his aim in life is. He is he's a networker. He loves to connect with people. He loves to understand their behaviors and understand their psychology. He's a national level player, football player. He's played for district as well as national districts as well as state levels. The new thing that he has picked up recently is baking, of course, and yes, he's doing justice to it, of course. And yes, he's a maker. He's a baker in the making. He believes in combining everything, all the energies together, and he genuinely believes that it's important to put your heart and soul in everything you do. So he makes it a practice that he meditates every day, and that's what keeps him really calm. So he's calmer than me for sure. And yes, he practices mindfulness. He genuinely believes and religiously follows that nothing can grow in the comfort zone. He believes that if you really want to grow, if you really want to learn something in life, you have to come out of your comfort zone. So that's what I present to you, Yajan Dua. Over to
Thanks
you,
a lot,
Yajan.
Aditi. Thanks for such kind words. Let me also have the honor to introduce you to our audience now. Uh, Guys, as they say that travel makes you rich, trust me, in that perspective, Aditi is already a millionaire. She loves traveling across. She has been to different places, knowing culture, knowing people, and she is a hardcore dancer. She just believes in just being there, full of energy, full of enthusiasm. She's a poet. I'll not just say poet, but she has already started having a podcast. And trust me, if you guys listen to it, you will be like mesmerized. Wow! And just for to add those to increase her skill sets in the poetry, she is even learning Urdu as a language कि कुछ अल्फाज अच्छे और हो जाएं. So that's what she's a believer, and she's not just a food lover. She's like our moms have the habit of giving or feeding. So she believes in that. It's all about the sharing the love and cooking. And she has a dream of having a food venture of her own in the long run. I'll not say aspiring photographer because I'm yet to witness that. मैं थोड़ा सा देखूंगा कितनी selfies लेते हैं वो. She's social for sure. She loves connecting with people. She loves relationships. She's always there for her friends. Believes that learning never stops, and she wants to inspire people. Trust me, if you guys are here listening to her for an hour, trust me, you are gonna get inspired. And as they say, when the student is ready, teacher appears. So we have Aditi here today, and trust me, it's a learning for me as well along the journey. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Yajan. Thank you so much for this introduction. All right. So before going ahead, I have a quick question for you guys. I wanted to understand that how many of you are actually playing Ludo these days, online Ludos? Give me yes, give me a smiley. How many of you are actually playing Ludo these days? Online Ludo, it's very famous, quarantine, the biggest time pass. How many of you are doing that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You're doing it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course, playing. Who else? Abhishek Roy is also playing lovely. Who else?
I'm also.
Okay. So I guess most of the people are playing online Ludo. So I was just thinking that, you know, just to keep this practice on, why don't we play? Sorry? Okay.
This is to
All right.
request everyone to keep the mic on mute. Yeah, Aditi, you can carry on.
Yes. So I was just simply saying that yes, since we are in the process of playing Ludo, let's start our session by playing Ludo itself. However, the Ludo will be very different. The style of Ludo will be the same. We have a dice rolling out here, but the rules will be ours. Okay. So what we'll do is we are going to roll the dice. A number is going to pop up, and I throw a question to you, and you have to answer me. So I would really request all the participants to please respond so that we can get the energy to share whatever we have for you. Okay, let's start with our first number, number 6. Lovely. This is your question. The question for you is that if you could go out anywhere in the world at this point in time, where would you go? Your views. London.
North
Okay,
Pole.
Abhishek wants to go back to London.
Of course.
Can I get some more responses?
Yeah, to my
Students, faculties, I would appreciate if you share your responses as well. Rohan
hometown.
wants to go to North Pole. Sorry, sir?
To my hometown.
You want to go to your hometown. Where is your hometown, sir?
It's in UP near Kanpur. A place by the name of Unnao.
Okay, lovely. Lovely. What else? Faculties, even you guys can share your responses. Okay, Bhavna says
You've got a beautiful
anywhere, but
response.
not home, I swear. Akhil says he wants to go to Kerala. Lovely. Akshay wants to go to Switzerland. Vinod says Karnataka. Pradham says Canada. My campus resident, okay. Abhimanyu sir says that he wants to go to their hometown. What else? Come on, give me some energy. Give me more responses. Come on, people. Chopta. Lovely place, Vikas. Green Zone, Lucknow. Very nice, Dilshad. What else? Leh. Oh, I miss Leh. Okay, want to travel within Delhi only. Okay, Chatak, are you from Delhi?
Yes, I'm from Delhi only.
You still want to visit Delhi?
Yes, because in Delhi, I think, madam, there are various types of places to visit. Like you can go for any types of malls, even even restaurants, and but we can only visit when this lockdown thing only opens. So in Delhi, I used to travel a lot, because I like this state which have varieties of things, variety of places to travel. So
Mhm.
I wish to travel to Delhi only. Go to Delhi
Lovely.
only.
I
To
can see
explore,
Goa.
to go out
I
and
can
explore.
see a lot of people going want to go to Goa. Yes, do go to Goa. And if you want the itinerary, please reach out to me. Okay.
I'm sure.
Ravi wants to go to Jaisalmer. Aditya wants to go to Bhiwani. Okay. Lovely. Let's roll the dice again. And Yajan, can we have the next number?
Yes, yes, please. So the next number is, you have to roll the dice, Aditi. I don't have the rights.
Yeah.
You are the Ludo king, I guess. So we have 3 numbers. And the question for you guys is, if you have to delete all 3 apps from your smartphone, or all but 3 apps from your smartphone, which one would you keep? As in, सारी delete करनी है, कुछ रखनी है, just 3 apps you have to keep, guys. Which one it would be? Answers, huh?
This
For me, I'll PUBG. For me, it's Zoom, Aditi. For the first one, I'll keep Zoom. Getting very handy these days. The new learning tool, I can say that. The useful tool.
Okay.
Let's have the
Lovely.
answer, guys.
I think I'll keep WhatsApp for sure.
People who are gonna keep PUBG, they don't even require another 2 apps, I guess.
Okay. PUBG, Ludo,
PUBG.
YouTube.
This guy
Good
does
to
not
hear
want to
that.
connect on Zoom.
Rahul
Zoom, Insta,
wants
WhatsApp.
the WhatsApp. Okay. YouTube, WhatsApp, PUBG, none bad. Okay, my show. Okay, my show. Oh, book my show. Candy Crush,
Book my
WhatsApp,
show. It's not gonna
FB,
come up.
WhatsApp, FB, Microsoft Teams. Okay. PUBG, Snapchat, Netflix,
Netflix.
Amazon.
I was waiting for
I
this.
can see a lot of social media apps now. Lot of social media apps
Absolutely.
here. Okay, Netflix, Insta, WhatsApp, good, lovely. I think one thing which is very common in everybody is everybody wants to connect right now.
Absolutely. And this is a good time to connect across.
Absolutely, correct. Okay, time to roll the dice again. We have number 1, and here is your question. If you get an opportunity to work on one of your skills during lockdown, what would that be? What is that one skill you would like to love? You would like to learn during this lockdown period? Sketch. Lovely, Rahul. Good to hear your creativity. Cooking, yoga,
Yoga.
photography,
Wow.
cooking, enhance my writing skills. Very nice. Ravi wants to sing as well. Not bad. What else? I would love to hear what the faculty wants to learn. Cooking, food,
Research writing skills.
skills,
Nice.
interpersonal skills, cooking food with my mother, cooking. Okay. Abhishek, you are a good cook.
Not really.
We are already learning so much. Doing our internship at home, housekeeping. Yes, housekeeping is important. Playing the keyboard and singing. Very nice, sir. Lovely to hear that. Okay, great. You guys are being innovative. Lovely. Let's move to our next
Let's roll the
dice.
dice again.
So the next
Yeah.
number is 4. Yes.
4. The question for us is, if we get an opportunity to pitch our profile to Facebook, Insta, what is that one skill or a trait that we guys like to push? This is actually going to come in use for the final year students and for the second year students as well. One
Photography.
thing.
The Varun says photography. Okay. What else? Give me one skill that you think that Mark Zuckerberg is going to hire you. Leadership.
Leadership.
Lovely. Culinary skills. Interesting. Chef.
Being a chef.
Okay. How are you going to help
Insta is the right
Insta and
platform for you,
Facebook?
Lavish.
Okay.
Insta could be a good platform for Lavish.
What else? Come on, people. Being a team player,
Being a team player.
collaboration, any option that I can hire him. I love your optimism. Okay. What about the faculties? Sir, I know you love Amity, but still, if you get an opportunity to move to Facebook or Insta, what would you pitch? Entrepreneurship. Beautiful. Okay, let's move to our next number since we don't have that much time. It's number 5. And the question is, if you won $1 million, really? If you won $1 million, what is the first thing you want to buy? Come on, act greedy, people.
Visualization works, huh?
No, absolutely. So if you get $1 million, what is that one thing that you're going to buy? Expensive holidays. I am so sure. I'll spend all in travel. I'm so happy to hear this. What else? Come on, students.
7-star hotel.
7-star hotel. IPL team.
It will cost a little extra.
I'm sure somebody has saved that much. I don't want to
Chatak
buy.
has a beautiful expression.
I want to help people. Very nice thought, Chatak. Hotel, expensive cars. Emily. Okay. A villa in Greece. Good. Probably a mansion. Need to think a lot. Don't take too much time. You'll be just thinking then.
Someone else will take away the money. Huh?
Absolutely. Gambling.
Well, who knows? I'll get another $1 million. I like the optimism.
Superb. Farmhouse. Lovely. Starting a hospitality. Oh my God, Amity is going to have a competition now. House, gold, car.
Aditi, that is by the director itself. Director sir is saying keep starting a hospitality school.
Lovely, sir.
So definitely that would be a better
we are
one.
with you. Okay, burn them.
Nah.
All right, Bhavya. Give it to someone. Don't burn them, please. Probably somebody else needs it. Okay, Lavish says that he wants to have his own business. Prashant says hotel. Okay, lovely. Let's move to our last number, which is number.
It is number 2, I guess.
It is number 2, yes. And here is your question.
Perfect. So what is the first thing you would do once the lockdown opens and you get back to the normal life? I guess this is the normal new already happening. But what is one thing, guys, that you are waiting to do after this lockdown happens?
Sleeping. Okay.
I'm getting you guys are getting enough time to sleep.
Ravi says he wants to have chicken. Come on, you can have chicken now also. Free from exam, night out. Go to trips, meeting with friends, go to office. Yes, I miss my office a lot. Meeting people, yes. Catch up with all the friends. Trip to Leh. Okay, go to office, back to office. Ride for a month. Wow. Party with friends. So I really see that people are really looking forward to go out and meet their friends. You know, they want people around now, I think.
Absolutely. And for a change, people even want to go to office as well.
I know. Otherwise, it has to. It's more like Monday blues. But now everybody wants to get back to work. Cricket. So okay, you want to play cricket? Okay. Bhavya says only booze with friends. Not bad. Great. So it was waiting for IPL. All right. So it was very interesting to know your insights, your responses, what are your thought process, and to take this forward. I think just keep whatever responses that you have given to us in your mind, so that when we are taking this session forward, I want the same energy, I want the same enthusiasm. So let's move to our next section, which is what are we going to do now? So we had a lot of fun, but now let's get back to business. Of course, the session is on harnessing skill. So what are we going to do in this 1 hour? Let me just help you understand that. By the end of the session, we are basically going to focus on 2 things. One is that we will be focusing on what are the skills that are really required in tourism and hospitality industry. Second, I know the skills, but how to implement it, how to harness it, how to use it. So we are going to see the different ways, considering the current situation, that how can we harness, how can we implement these skills so that we have a better future, we have a brilliant and a vibrant career. So this is the objectives that we have in mind. If you guys have anything else in your mind, happy to have your views. Do you have any questions for us so far? Yes, no, maybe. I love the silence, but I would love to have answers. Come on, students. You guys are younger than me. Get some energy. Yes, no, maybe. Do you have any questions? No, ma'am. Thank you, Ravi. All right. So we'll begin with our first section, which is identifying and listing down your critical skills which are important in tourism and your hospitality industry. What is it exactly? Okay. I am pulling out the first slide, which was the introductory slide, which says, I am sorry with my laptop. Okay, yes. So the topic was harnessing skills and necessity. I have a question for you all. Help me understand. Is this really a necessity? Do you think it is important to harness the skills? Do you think it is important to learn new skills? Do you think it is important to upskill ourselves from time to time? Yes, no, maybe. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Yes, absolutely. Yes, in today's era, it must. Absolutely. Rahul says, yes, it's important. Definitely, it is important. What else? So I guess majority of the people are with me who believes that yes, it is very much important to harness the skill, because we don't know how the world will be after the lockdown. We don't know how the industry will be after the lockdown. It's just that we have to be prepared for everything. Whatever opportunity comes our way, we just have to pick it up. So if you believe that it is very much important, let's see how. Okay. Again, I have a simple question for you. When we talk about tourism and hospitality industry, what are the core set of skills you think it is important to have? Name few skills that you think कि मैम ये तो होना ही चाहिए, या ये तो if अगर मुझे किसी को hire करना हो तो मैं ये 4 चीजें तो देखूंगी उसके अंदर. Leadership, okay. Consider your industry. It is tourism and hospitality industry. So if you're going as a fresher, or even if you're going out as an experienced person into the industry, what are the few skills that you need to have? Okay, I see multitasking, leadership, problem solving, communication, team player, chef, beverage, front office, politeness, cool minded, lovely, communication skills, organization skills, multitasking. Okay,
Being interactive.
Beautiful. Smart player. Good one, Abhishek. Quick learner. Very much important, sir. And I see you're a chef too. Okay. Team player, attentive, very much important. Good. I'm giving you 10 seconds more. Come on, give me more responses. 10 seconds. Creative minded. Thank you, Aditya, for bringing this up. Involves. Okay. 5 seconds more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Celebrate the difference. Ability to change situations. Beautiful. Thank you so much for your lovely responses. I really wanted to understand that what is your thought process when it comes to a core set of skills which is very much required in tourism and hospitality. You gave me your answers. Let me help you understand this. So, Tourism and Hospitality Skill Council basically said that these are the 10 skills which are very much required, very much required in this industry. Number 1, communication skills. Number 2, customer service skills. Number 3, cultural awareness. Number 4, language skills. Number 5, problem solving skills. Number 6, teamwork. Number 7, eye to detail. Number 8, okay,
8.
5, 8 is
8.
professionalism, multitasking, and work ethic. So these are the 10 skills which are very much required for any person to be into tourism and hospitality skill sector. Now, a lot of you will be thinking that we have communication skills and we have language skills. How is it different? You must be thinking that we have customer service skills, but communication is also part of the customer service skills. Absolutely. But if you see, so language skill is about the medium of communication, be it Hindi, be it French, be it Spanish, be it English, how you want to convey your message. Communication skill is way beyond that. And same goes with our customer service skill. So customer service skill is a bigger bucket. It is like an umbrella, which has got a lot of micro skills under it. So if you say that I am expert with customer service skills, it's not just one skill, but it is a bundle of skills which makes you so effective that you can handle your customers at any point in time. So I'll take a pause here, and I would like to understand that. And if you have any questions on this, do you agree with me that these are the skills which are important for tourism and hospitality industry? Yes, Pratham says yes. Agreed. Important. Agree.
When I have a question here, Aditi, even
Sure.
to the students as well. So,
Sure.
do we think these are the skill sets that are mentioned here are only required for the hospitality industry? I guess when we talk about the communication skills, the customer service skills, being aware of a culture, the language, having a command on the language, and then we talk about these problem solving skills and looking out of the box, having those mindset, a creative mindset, as some of the students have already mentioned. Are these skill sets not required for other industries as well? If we get a chance to master these skill sets and harness upon these different areas, does it not allow us to open the doors of opportunity for other industries as well?
Perfect. It's a brilliant question, Yajan. And I'm sure a lot of people agree with also, because I can see in the chat bot, it is for the whole service industry. So when I talk about these 10 skills, I am not saying that this is just mandatory for tourism and hospitality industry. But when I see tourism and hospitality industry as a whole, it is about interacting with people. That means you are the face for someone. I completely agree
Absolutely.
that you need to learn quick. You need to have some chef skills. You need to know about the technical knowledge. I am not questioning on that, and I'm sure that the students are expert with their technical skills. But when I talk about skills, we bifurcate it. So we have hard skills, we have soft skills, we have technical skills, we have behavioral skills. Technical skills, of course, they are expert in, but behavioral skills is something that really projects you as an individual, which means that when you go out and meet your customers or your clients, it's no more what degree you have. It's no more ki tumhara theory kitna strong tha. It's about how you are projecting yourself in front of them. And what I can do is, how I can do is just about my communication, how well I speak. I mean, if I can convey my message through words, how attentive I am to my questions and my answers. Am I listening to you very clearly? Am I able to work in collaboration? Am I multitasking? Am I able to solve customers' queries and problems that they need to face? When I say these 10 skills, which are very much, I am saying that I am not preparing you just for the tourism and hospitality sector. This is definitely the crucial skills for this sector, but then I am just widening your scope so that if you want to venture out and get into some other service industry, go ahead and do it. So I can see sir is saying that an extremely technical, important employee would be a failure without these. Sir. Absolutely, sir. He won't be
Absolutely.
able to survive. Correct. Because no matter how strong you are, how strong you are with your technical knowledge, your concepts are brilliant. You're scoring 100. But if you're not able to communicate with people outside, there is no point at all. You won't be able to survive. Okay, I see that Abhay says that I guess these skills are required for anyone. Absolutely. So when I say, uh, I completely agree with you. It is important that these skills are very much important. But then when we talk about tourism and hospitality industries, we are focusing on skills which are visible. Communication skills is visible. My cultural awareness is visible. My language skill is visible. My problem solving skill is visible again. My professionalism is visible. My ethics are visible because this is how I demonstrate. My eye to detail is visible. My teamwork is visible. And if I'm able to do a lot of tasks together, my multitasking is visible. So if you really want to be successful in your particular industry, or you want to change your industry and move out, work on the skills which are expressible, which are visible, so that it shows that how much you've worked and how much potential do you have, whether you'll be able to pick up things forward or won't. Okay, I see some other response. One will have to work with human beings all around you. Absolutely, sir. I completely agree with you because we are social animals. We cannot work in silos. We need people around. And if we need people around, it is very important that we start working in collaboration. So when we say, if you're a team leader also, see, if you're a leader, you always have a team. That means that you cannot lead alone. Be it a team player or a team leader, you really need to have a team. That means you need people around. And if you need people around, you should know the tactics and the tricks to handle these people. So if I present to you that during this quarantine period, during this lockdown period, what are the skills, and probably even after that, what are the skills that you really need to work on before you get onto the floor, before you get into the market, is you work on your comm skills. You work on your customer service skills, probing, questioning, what question to ask at the right time. This is a very crucial skill when we talk about leading, handling
Absolutely.
customers. Public awareness, very important. It is very important to understand everybody's mindset. When we talk about culture awareness, it is beautiful. I work in South India. People from North India come to my hotel. I should know how to treat them. I should know what is their culture so that they don't feel offended. They feel belonged. That's what hospitality is all about. ये हमारे घर में भी होता है. So अगर हमारे घर में कोई पड़ोसी आता है और वो दूसरे कल्चर से है, हम exactly उनकी तरह behave करते हैं ताकि उनको महसूस हो कि they are belonged. And this is what it is. So if you talk about hospitality, ये Indian culture में है already. But फर्क सिर्फ इतना है कि हमें उसे दिखाना है. We just have to show
True.
that we are
So it's beyond.
we are very hospitality in terms of people. Correct?
So hospitality is beyond service. I can say that it's a feeling, it's an emotion. And people get attached to the emotions and the feelings.
Perfect. Bang on. So when you say tourism and hospitality, it is all about. And yes, Rahul, it definitely helps you to learn new things. It does. marketing skills is also absolutely. So I am not considering marketing skills as a different bucket. I am saying that marketing skills is also about. So what is marketing? If I ask you, marketing is again about understanding people thought process, understanding their problem statement, and giving a solution. That means it is again confined to people only. आप लोगों के बारे में सोच रहे हो when we talk about marketing. जब हम कोई चीज ब्रांड को प्रमोट करते हैं, हम अपने हिसाब से नहीं करते, हम ये सोचते हैं कि हम ऐसा क्या क्या ब्रांड बनाएं कि लोग अट्रैक्ट हो जाएं. Which means it is again it talks about your customer service skills. It's just the customer tourism and hospitality में you don't have a product, so you cannot market it. What you can market is your own skill. आप अपनी service ही present कर सकते हो. You cannot give a product. So that is the reason I am not putting it as marketing skills when it comes to tourism and hospitality. But yes, marketing skills are absolutely important because you are not marketing a product, you're marketing yourself. Okay, Chatak says if we show hospitality to people, they will think it as their second home. Lovely. As Yajan perfectly said, and you agree to it, that
Absolutely.
hospitality is all about connecting with emotions, connecting with people. So if you're able to do that, if you're really able to do that, I think you are doing really. Okay,
Agreed.
Yajan, over to you for the next slide.
Yes, so after considering all these skills that are required, the question again still arises, even after the lockdown, will these skills be the core set of skills? Yeah. So the question again arises is that, will these still be the core set of skills even after the lockdown? Because the dynamics of the industry is changing. This is what we have never witnessed before. Yes, during this lockdown, we have got ample of time to harness on our skills, work on our particular skill sets, master our soft skills. I'm sure guys are pretty much sorted with the technical skills. So we are getting good responses. In hospitality, these skills help us to satisfy our guests. Absolutely. So even after the lockdown, some of the skills will be required, but let's get to the facts. What are the few facts that the industry is facing during pandemic? Can we move on to the next slide, Aditi?
Yes.
Yes, some of them needs to be added as well. Absolutely. So now looking at the facts provided by the World Travel and Tourism. So COVID-19 pandemic is forecasted to slash approx 50 million jobs worldwide. And the industry is going to get a hit of 12 to 14% reduction in the jobs. Going ahead, international travel could be adversely affected by 25% this year. And as it is mentioned that the industry could revive even after 10 months, it can take up 10 months. So this fact was released into March this year, 2020. So nothing before the early 2021, the industry is going to revive. But yes, it will revive it. The comeback will always be stronger than the setback. I'm pretty much sure about it. But we have to face this reality, this situation that the industry, the hospitality industry is facing right now. So the tourism is affected on a large scale. So the question is, are you prepared for this? And then the need arises, what do we do now? And considering all this scenario, how well are we equipping ourselves to stand apart from the competition? So there is a huge onus that lies upon us during this lockdown to actually capitalize this time and work on the skill sets so that when the lockdown is done, we come out of the lockdown and the industry is trying to revive itself, then yes, we as students, we as the players from this industry are well equipped with our arsenal to actually go out there and capitalize the opportunity in the perfect manner. What do you guys think? Are we actually prepared for this?
So picking up the facts what Yajan just laid out. Yes, we want to hear it from you. Are you ready for to face the competition after the lockdown? Are you accepting this change that yes, industry has faced a setback? What do you think, guys? Rahul says yes.
Rahul says yes. Someone is prepared, I guess.
So Rahul, are you prepared for it or are you accepting the change? Reality has to be faced. Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely. Accepting the change.
Correct. What else? What do you think, guys? Just give 5 seconds for you. Accept the change. Yes. I think if you have accepted
That's the first
change,
step, Aditi,
you have
accepting the
already won.
change. Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You've already won half of the battle if you've accepted that there is a change. We have to be prepared because this is the reality. Correct. Absolutely. Being multitasking employee is beneficial for the employer. Absolutely. Truly agreed in my viewpoint. The economy of the hospitality as well as the tourism is already down. Correct. But I think when customers return, they will do so with vengeance. Okay. Entrepreneurship. Absolutely, sir. So it's more like that lion or the tiger, you know, when the person wants to jump, they take a setback. So I think this is the same thing is happening with hospitality industries. There is a setback, but I'm sure when we are going to get back into our normal lives, it's going to be a huge turnover. Huge. Because people are dying to go out into the world right now.
True. So true.
Yeah, but till that time, are we prepared? Are we actually utilizing this time to re-strategize ourselves? Are we working on the skills which is very much required in the future? Are we working on the new skills which actually an organization will be looking for? So in the previous slide, what we saw was the 10 skills. Now I am telling you that apart from these skills, there are certain new skills that any organization will be looking for in an individual. Let's have a look. 1, empathy, agility, resilience, innovation, digital dexterity. It's so different. But yes, organizations will be looking forward for this. Empathy, how well you can empathize with people. Are you really able to understand the situation or you're just simply saying that I understand? There is a difference. Being agile, how quickly you can adapt yourself to the new changing environment. Look at us right now. We never thought that we will be spending so much time with the family. We never thought that we'll be locking ourselves into our houses so that we can stay alive. But what is happening? It is happening. That means agility is already there in us. It's just that we never used it. The only thing is now we have to practice agility so that whenever we are coming up with any situation in life or economy wise, we have to be agile. You have to change yourself according to the environment. You have to adapt yourself according to the people around you. It is your agility. And this is one skill that definitely industry will be looking forward that when I hire you, you should be agile. ऐसा ना हो कल को situation change हो जाए और तुम बोलो भाई मुझसे नहीं हो रहा है. Because I was not prepared for it. I am expecting कि भैया you should be prepared for it when you come. So you start preparing for it. Another thing, resilience. चींटी देखी हमने. चींटी is the best example for resilience. वो अपना सामान उठाती है, चलती रहती है, गिर जाती है, फिर उठती है, चलती रहती है. ये हमारे अंदर भी है. But हम उसको क्या कर पाते हैं, नहीं कर पाते use. Resilience होना, which means to be resilient is that don't stop yourself. No matter how many roadblocks you get, just keep going. Fight against it. Even right now, I am so pretty sure that people under lockdown, वो bogged down है emotionally probably. उनको अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है बहुत टाइम घर में रखे हुए, जो especially people like me जो extrovert है, जिनको बाहर घूमना पसंद है, now they are in the चार दीवारी. It is very difficult, but then you have to be resilient. which means आपके लाइफ में सिचुएशन आए, चाहे ऑफिस में सिचुएशंस आए, चाहे आपके ऊपर डबल प्रेशर हो काम का, आपका बॉस आपके साथ ठीक से बात ना करे, स्टिल यू हैव टू वर्क. इट शुड नॉट हैम्पर इट. ठीक है. Again, next is innovation. Coming time will be very important for us. You have to think out of the box. You cannot rely on old ideas कि भैया एक टाइम पे वो आइडिया हुआ था, let's use it. Of course you can do that, but then again you have to be innovative. Think about something new. अब क्या करें? Let me share one example with you. I have a friend who's basically a disc jockey, a DJ. अब बेचारे का business is all tough because there is no event happening, there is no party happening. What to do now? अब उसने क्या करा? What he did was he actually had a virtual DJ party. So he set up that DJ in his house and he invited everybody on Insta. People were literally partying at their homes, but when he was playing at his home. This is something which is very innovative. उसने कभी नहीं सोचा था कि वो अकेले रूम में DJ बजा रहा होगा. But then he is doing it. And after this innovative idea, उसके कितने सारे followers बढ़ गए. And just imagine जब उसका lockdown खुलेगा and whenever he is having an event, उसकी publicity कितनी होगी, कितने लोग उसका event already join करेंगे. Because you understand, there is a creativity, there is a innovation which is to be added in your personality. It has to be embedded in you. And of course, last we come to digital dexterity. India was struggling long back कि हम कैसे सबको डिजिटल में लेके जाएं. But हम लोग इतने खुश हैं comfort zone में. We were so scared of getting into digital. But look at us now. हमारा grocery तक digital से आता है. We are offering our grocery. We are ordering our grocery through digital. So if you want to survive in this world, please have a hands-on experience on digital. Be aware of all the digital tools that we have in the market right now, so that when you get into the market, you get onto the floor, you are all prepared for it. Are we?
Absolutely. I
Do
have
you
one
agree?
point to add here for resilience.
Sure.
So sorry to cut you down, Aditi.
No.
I guess so we are born resilient. As a kid, if you look at as a kid who is trying, when a kid is born and it takes some time for a kid to start actually walking, the kid starts to take some support from the nearby things like a bed, a chair, or even their parent support, and they try to get up but they fall down. They again try to get up but they fall down. No one gives up on them. No one says, "Arey, ye to nahi ho payega. This is not your cup of tea." We never say that to a kid. We are always excited to see that kid running and jumping around, and the moment when the kid actually makes his first walk, his or her first walk, we are so much excited. So a kid is always resilient कि करना है, and this is what we are born, we are blessed to do, I guess. एक दिन में नहीं होगा, लेकिन करते करते एक दिन जरूर होगा. So just we have to keep fighting hard through every obstacle, every challenge that we come across.
Absolutely. Completely agree with you. And adding to Chatak's point, Chatak says that in your opinion, will there be some losses for the hospitality and tourism industry? Loss is already happening, Chatak. People are not going out. People are already जो travel tourism industry है, they are facing a major hit back. But in the coming slides, we will help you understand what are the innovative ideas these guys are using so that they can still there be in the competition. So yes, the loss is there, but once this situation is okay, the situation is better, I am so sure travel and hospitality will be one of the top 5. I'm so sure that it will be amongst the top 5 industry, booming like anything. Because there has been so much loss in the industry, plus to the businesses, because people are not traveling at all for their businesses. Now, once the lockdown will be over, people will be traveling. And of course, as an organization, people will try to bring all the employees together. That means there will be a lot of events that will be happening. So if you really want the organization should boom, be prepared for that. Be prepared with all these skills so that once you get into the market, you are all there. You are all around. So I'll take a pause here. And since you have the screen in front of you, I want to hear it from you. What is that one skill that you would really like to work on during this period from these skills that you feel probably I'm lacking, probably I don't know, probably I'm almost there, but 1% is still to go. What is that one skill that you would like to work on from these skills? Problem solving skills, Abhay says. Resilience, brilliant. Digital dexterity, lovely. What else? What about the other? Communication and digital, good. Cooking skills, lovely, Pradip. What else? Come on, give me some more responses. I feel that there are a lot of people on this webinar, and I would love to hear every one of you. Cultural awareness, beautiful. Innovation, all of them. Learning hasn't ended for me.
This
Absolutely,
comes
sir.
from the leader itself.
Absolutely. Top-down approach. Communication is brilliant. But to be innovative, we need to be practically knowledgeable and experienced before we enter into industry and start working. How can this be possible? I completely agree with you. Probably if you haven't experienced it, but at least you have a knowledge because you're reading so much about it, I think you're almost there. Because there are two ways of any execute. So we have planning, we have execution. But if you're very strong with planning and if you have a team around you, I'm sure you'll be able to execute your innovative ideas. But do you have a plan in mind? Do you have that knowledge? Do you have the awareness? If you want to be digitally dexter, but then you have to have that awareness. Okay, Jay also says digital dexterity. Good. I am so glad that you guys completely agree that we won't be just confining ourselves to few of the skills, but yes, we would be accepting new skills that are coming in the market. So I am, since I come from an L&D background, let me just help you understand our view also. We are actually hearing about so many innovative practices that organizations are following. And trust me, people are investing so much on agility, resilience, digital dexterity, and innovation. In fact, there is a huge change in the culture of the organization. Now everything is turning out to be virtual, which we will cover in the coming slides. Environmental consciousness, absolutely, sir. All right, this was a very good conversation that we are having. But considering we don't have that much time, let's move to our next slide, which is now we are aware that what are the skills we have. Let's talk about how. How can you improve and how can you work on these slides? Over to you, Yajan.
Yes. So starting with this, as Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So we have a matrix here which talks about what are the fundamental ways to know ourselves first. So the first, the left top corner, it says what strengths and skills do we actually come up over and over again, that we practice over and over again. So that majorly talks about the motivating skills. What are my motivating skills that excite me? Anything that I love. If I talk about myself, I love talking to people. I love connecting with people. So that gives me motivation. That gives me a purpose to drive myself, to know people, to know perspectives, to know opinions. I actually love doing that. So similarly, in your industry, you guys have to identify your motivating skills. Going ahead, it talks about what are my burnout skills, the skills that I have mastered, but I'm not using every day. Can these skills come to use in the long run? Maybe during this lockdown period, when I'm getting the luxury of time, can I use those skill sets which I have left behind somewhere in the journey? But along the journey, they can come to me handy. So I have to identify those burnout skills. Apart from this, what are the skills are on the verge of being perfect? So being perfect is like on the verge of being perfect, because perfect, it does not exist. The word perfect does not exist. So if I'll say I'll be perfect, then it means I'm stopping myself to learn more, to learn further. And as they say, if you guys draw a pie chart and you divide a 1% slice out of it, it says you know what you know. As in, you know what skills do you possess? What skills are required for the hospitality industry, for the future grooming? If I cut out another 1% slice from the same pie chart, it says you know what you don't know. As in, you know, okay, there are certain languages that exist, like Spanish is there, German is there, but I don't know how to speak Spanish or German. So that is 1% that accounts to I know what I don't know. But if I chalk out the rest 98% of the majority chunk out of that pie, it says I don't know what I don't know. So there are so many things that exist out. I exactly don't know. I have no idea about it. To actually, in order to increase that domain of knowledge, if I and more, then only I can say myself I am moving towards on the path of being perfect. Exactly, grooming myself to be on the verge of being perfect. So I have to work enough on the areas of improvement that I possess, the skill sets that I possess. Going ahead, the final thing is, what are the missing skills? Missing skills as in the what skill should I like to build but not have yet had the opportunity to practice. So again, if I account to those 98% of the majority of the chunk from a pie, so I have to identify what are the skill sets remaining. I am not saying that these cannot be mastered. It's just that maybe I have to prioritize now what is important and what is priority, what is required, what is the need of the hour, what could be the need of the hour tomorrow. So I have social media at me. Am I using it or am I abusing it? Now it depends upon me. I have the skill sets. I have people around me. I am socializing with it or I'm networking with them. Now it's up to me how I use my skill sets. So we have everything around us on an arm's distance. Now it's up to us. First, we have to know ourselves. As Aristotle again mentioned, so knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So I have to know myself, which are the areas of the skill sets that I need to master upon. And then I have things around me. As someone also mentioned in the beginning that public awareness is one of the skill sets that is required. So before public awareness, I'll say the self-awareness is the first step reaching to the public awareness. What do you think, Aditi?
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. Even if I talk about emotional intelligence, the first pillar of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. Which means if you don't know anything, if you don't know yourself better, how can you deal with people? How can you empathize with them? How can you handle the customers if you're not even aware of your own emotions and your skill set? So, just adding to your point, I think we as individuals, we were facing this issue that, we don't have that much time. मेरे पास इतना time नहीं अपने आप को देने के लिए. Now you have the luxury. You have ample of time to think about it. Don't waste it, people. Seriously, don't waste it. Just every day take out 10 minutes, 15 minutes to think about what am I doing with my life? Am I using my skills? Do I know my potential? These are the skills that I know. These are the skills I need to know. These are the skills I need to work upon. Prioritize it. What do you think that what is important for me at this point in time? Research, talk about it, discuss it with people. There is no harm discussing. You have your amazing faculties with you, discuss it with them. You have your friends around, discuss it with them. This is something that I'm lacking. How can I improve on this? And what do you think about this skill? Just talk about it. Because the more you are going to know yourself better, I am so sure that you'll be brilliant in handling people around. But again, as we say, that first thing that you need to do is to know yourself. So to harness the skill during this lockdown period, I am expecting each one of you to just take out 10 minutes and observe yourself. Think about you. Think about your skill set. Think about your goals. Are your skill set aligned to your goal? Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. You have to figure this out. So that's our first step. Moving to our next step, which is the very important and the crucial part where people say that you need to work on communication, interpersonal. Let me show you something. Albert Mehrabian was a professor. He said that for every communication, there are 3 aspects involved in it. One is verbal, one is vocal, which is your voice, and third is, of course, your visual, which means whatever is visible. Now, he said कि जिस चीज के पीछे तुम जिंदगी भर भागते हो, that is your words. It is only 7% of your communication. Can you believe that? मतलब हम पूरी जिंदगी शब्द ढूंढने में लग जाते हैं, but हम बाकी चीज तो ढूंढते ही नहीं है कि हम क्या communicate कर पा रहे हैं उन सब चीजों से कि नहीं. Because we are so focused on the word, we forget about our body language, we forget about our vocals. And that is the reason आधी जिंदगी हमारी ये बोलने में निकल जाती है कि मेरा मतलब वो नहीं था. But I am sorry दोस्त, आपका मतलब वो ही था. क्योंकि आपके शब्द Your words were not at all marrying your voice and your body language, which means that when you are communicating, so again, communication, language is a part of communication. It is a medium of communication. But communication is a very broad term, which means that when we say communication, it is about how you say and what you say. So what you say is your verbal, but how you say is your visual and your vocal. Which means when I say visual, this includes your body language, this includes your gesture. So when I say gesture, this is your hand movement. जब मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ I have a big plan, तो मेरा हाथ automatically big बन जाता है. But अगर मैं बोलूँ कि I have a very big plan, you will be confused. कि भैया she's saying big, but showing me very small. So what does she actually mean? So my expressions, my gesture needs to marry my word. When I say vocal, intonation, modulation, you know how heartbeat goes, right? Heartbeat is like this. This is how our voice should be. मैं अगर एक टोन में आपसे बात करूंगी, थोड़ी देर के बाद शायद आप भी चले जाओगे, या शायद ये वेबिनार में अगर एक टोन में ले रही होती, शायद आप भी लॉग आउट हो जाते. But then I have to change my voice, I have to change my intonation, I have to change my pace according to what I feel. If I'm happy, my voice is going to go high. If I'm angry, I think it's going to go super high. But then if I'm sad, automatically it will be low. Because मैं उदास हूँ, मेरी energy निकल ही नहीं रही है. ठीक है? And same goes with our words. Our verbal means, when I say verbal, this includes my vocabulary. शब्द तो पता हो कि क्या बोलना है. So yes, it is important to build up your vocabulary. Second, work on your pronunciation. It is very much important. If you want to survive in this competitive market, work on your pronunciation. Punctuation marks. And I'm sure जब हम बोलते punctuation mark use नहीं करते, but punctuation mark दिखा तो सकते हैं. कहाँ pause करना है, कहाँ question mark लगाना है, कहाँ exclamation दिखाना है, वो मेरी tone से पता चलेगा. ठीक है? So what we'll do is, let me just help you with an example. I will give you 3 sentences. ठीक है? Now listen to my sentences very carefully. एक एक करके मुझे बताना है कि इस सेंटेंस में आपको क्या समझ में आया. Are you ready? Yes? No? Maybe? Are you ready, guys? Yes. 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 I love this energy. Okay. Sentence number 1. Yay! It's a holiday. What is the message that got communicated? क्या समझ में आया आपको इस मैसेज से? क्या फीलिंग्स पहुंची आप तक? आपको क्या लगता है मेरा मूड कैसा होगा? Yay! It's a holiday. Exciting, happy, enthusiastic, happy, beautiful. Okay, coming to the second sentence. Is it a holiday? Doubt, stressed, doubtful. Okay. Third, is it a holiday? Shocking, beautiful, frustrated, boring, irritated, stressed. Yes. So did you observe one thing? मेरे तीनों sentences में words बिल्कुल same थे, but तीनों बार आपके पास अलग message गया. It is so simple. It is so simple कि हम अपनी daily life में ये चीज practice नहीं करते, क्योंकि हम we are so engrossed in using our words, we forget about our tone, we forget about our body language, and that is the reason हमारी आधी जिंदगी लोगों को समझाने में निकल जाती है कि भैया मेरा मतलब वो नहीं था. There is a miscommunication. Dude, there is no miscommunication. I am sorry, but आप जो बोलना चाहते थे वही आपने बोला. So when we talk, when we say that you have to enhance your communication skills, I would request you, please observe how you say, what you say, and what is your body language. Observe the people around. जितना ज़्यादा observe करोगे, उतना ज़्यादा you're going to learn, because you can reflect it in your life. So to enhance communication, you really have to work on these 3 things. Aditya says that very first of all, for self-awareness, we need to be calm mentally. Of course, absolutely. And that is the reason I said just observe. And observation has to be done calmly and consciously. You don't have to judge people around. but just observe how they are saying. Do you do the same thing? Maybe yes. If you do, change it. And if you don't, be proud of yourself. This will be surely achieved by meditation and yoga. Completely agree with you. It will be. I agree with your point. It will be by meditation and yoga. But at the same time, it is very important that you accept also that maybe I am not doing the same thing that I'm expecting from others. Do I need to change myself? Yes. Now, this is about communication. Let's talk about something about interpersonal skills. So, जैसे मैंने पहले बोला था कि language is just a small part of communication. So, when I say language, there are 4 strands of language. हर language को एक तरीके से सीखा जाता है. जब हम स्कूल में थे, हमारा स्कूल में focus was more on writing. 4 sentences दे दिए, fill in the blanks, number आ गए, we got passed. But after 12th standard, just think about it. Were you able to communicate strongly? No, I don't think so. हम सब ने struggle करा है कि 12th के बाद हम confidently नहीं बोल पाते थे. At least I am talking about my time, not about the brilliant students you are, but I'm talking about my time. But yes, I feel that when you talk about the language, there is a way of learning it. Simple सा example लेते हैं. जब हमें कोई गाना गाना होता है, हमें हमेशा एक गाना सुनने में आता है, तब हम वो गुनगुनाने लगते हैं. और जब जैसे जैसे हम गुनगुनाने लगते हैं, हम उसके वर्ड्स पिक करते हैं और हम फिर उसको ढंग से गाने भी लगते हैं. Same goes with a language. If you really want to be expert in one of the language, you really have to listen a lot of it. हिंदी सुन के इंग्लिश नहीं बोल सकते, या इंग्लिश बोल के मैं फ्रेंच नहीं बोल सकती. That means I have to listen to a lot of French so that I can speak French. I have to listen to a lot of English so that I can speak English. So you listen to certain things, you start speaking, you start reading, you start writing. Pen pal karo. I'm not sure how many of you write diary, but if you don't, start doing it. जो लोग travel करना पसंद है, nobody is judging you. Start writing your blogs. अपने expressions, अपने feelings लेके आओ paper पे. कि what are you feeling? What are you expressing? What do you want to share with people around? ठीक है? Speaking, stand in front of the mirror and talk. Observe your expressions. Observe your nervousness. This really helps. Have a friend around wherein you can just talk confidently and discuss things. So Pradham says, if I know I am right, so can I prove to everyone? Okay. Pradham, can you just help me understand more about it? What do you want to say? Okay, so meanwhile, okay, I mean, ma'am, yes, please go ahead. Okay, meanwhile, he's writing. Let's just move to our next slide. Okay, over to you, Yajan.
Yep. So looking at the third way of learning is the learning virtually. Now, these days, there are platforms.
Just a minute. Yeah, there is one student, Aditya Agrawal. He is raising hand. So can we take him in?
Okay.
Or,
Yeah,
Sir,
please.
absolutely, sir.
Aditya, you can say your question, please. Or if you want to type, you can type. Aditya Agrawal.
Okay, Aditya says it was by mistake.
Okay, fine.
No
It
problem,
has
Aditya.
happened the same with me in the initial days when I was using Zoom.
No problem. Okay, go ahead, Yajan.
Yeah. So I was saying that during this ongoing pandemic, the companies has come up with new platform connecting virtually, and the world is moving on a virtual platform. And so there are platforms which are coming to help us learn ourselves, increase our skill sets. So few of the courses mentioned are Coursera, Udemy, Lynda, edX, FutureLearn, Ellison, HBS Online, and even IIT is also providing the free courses. So that is a platform where we can actually log on, as in we can register ourselves to increase our skill sets. Now there won't be in the near future, there won't be a time of the traditional teaching method or the way the things were working. Everything is moving virtually. Now we can access virtual labs, we can have online tests, we can have interactive activities virtually. I can even see that my nephews are here at my place. I can see them learning things even when they are about 6, 7, 8, they are learning how to use PPTs now. I learned PPT, I don't know when. My dad does not still know how to use a PPT because that was not taught earlier. But this pandemic is actually bringing that change where we can actually enhance ourselves. When Aditi also mentioned about the digital dexterity. So this is the time where we should also capitalize on these platforms which are already there to help us.
Correct. So Aditya says, according to me, instead of using the term travel writing, maybe we should use the term travel typing. Beautiful idea, because blogging is all computer-based work. Absolutely.
That's true.
I think कितना time हो गया हमने हाथों से नहीं लिखा कुछ. Do it. I think मैं तो बहुत time के बाद अगर मैंने pen पकड़ा तो it's very difficult for me to write because हम लोग we are so used to typing, be it on phone or laptop. हम बस यही कर रहे हैं. So let's get back that essence again. Start writing. It's a beautiful concept. Yes, of course we can change travel writing to travel typing. Aditya, I'll be happy to read your thought processes and read more about it on blogs and other stuff. Okay, so adding just to Yajan's point that yes, the third step of upskilling ourselves is that you get onto these platforms. We have Coursera, Udemy, Lynda, edX, and other courses, other platforms which are offering free courses to us right now. Log on to it, see which one course you want to pick up and learn at your own pace. Everything is at your fingertip now. Do it. Pick up short courses. I could see there are a lot of people who said they want to learn photography. InstaPay, there are a lot of photography short courses that are launched. Apply on that, register on that, learn it. Why not? But you don't waste this time. Work on the skills that you have. Let's move to our fourth way of harnessing skills, which is go digital. Understand and learn about all the online collaborative tools. We have Zoom, we have WebEx, we have GoToMeetings, we have Google Classrooms, we have MS Teams, Microsoft Teams. Just understand and read about how these collaborative tools work. Second is revamping sales strategy. If you have people around, your dad is a businessman, or your people, or probably even if I talk about school also, school curriculum, I'm sure teachers are working on redesigning their curriculum. How to make their students learn online, they are redesigning it, they are revamping it. Same you have to do when you talk about tourism and hospitality industry. You have to revamp the sales channel process. अब हर कोई तो जाएगा नहीं क्लाइंट से मिलने के लिए, तो वर्चुअली मैं कैसे इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट करूं, दैट इज आई हैव टू रीस्ट्रैटेजाइज. थर्ड इज agile business continuity. You remember the word I said, agility? Yes? Do you remember that?
I do.
Can someone tell me what is the meaning of agility? What is the meaning of agility? What does agility mean? I hope you are not Googling it.
They were not even prepared for the surprise test, Aditi.
No, it's just a quick check. I wanted to understand what is the meaning of agile? Come on, people. Agile. Quick move.
Quick move.
Thank you, Abhishek. Abhay says to be flexible and active. Absolutely. So, पहले business plan क्या होते थे? पहले business plan was कि I have to prepare my continuity plan. Now, organizations are working towards having an agile business continuity plan. आज तो pandemic संभाल लिया. कल को अगर कुछ हुआ, तो are you ready for that? So, business are working towards that. I'll help you with a very small example. There are few travel groups on Insta. I rigorously follow it because I love traveling. Wandron, Trip Free, we have Wanderlust. ये लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? इनके अपने customers already हैं. But क्योंकि इनको अपने customers और clients को lose नहीं करना है, वो future की trips अभी discounted rates पे दे रहे हैं. So जो trip Spiti Valley की December में होनी है, which generally cost you around 30,000, now they are offering it 11,000, and all the seats are booked because they know it कि जैसे ये pandemic over होगा, life normal होगी, सब लोगों को भागेंगे घूमने के लिए. तो मैं क्यों ना अभी से अपने clients prepare करके रखूं? You have to think that ways. And I guess quick motivation. Yes, It is agility is quick motivation, and of course you retain your quick customers. As Yajan already mentioned that there are a lot of hotels in the Aero City जिन्होंने गवर्नमेंट के साथ टाई अप करा है जो अपने होटल्स को क्वारंटाइन सेंटर बना सकते हैं because they
Even
don't
they are
want to
offering
lose.
the properties, yeah, for the doctors and the nurses to
Absolutely.
stay.
Correct because doctors and nurses they don't want to go back to home. They want कि भैया वो safe जगह पे रहें so that बाकी लोग infect ना हो. So hotels are offering their vicinity कि doctors and nurses can come and stay with us for 15 days, and once their duty or the job is over they can get back to home. So you have to think about that idea. So this is the fourth step of harnessing the skills. Let's move to the next one.
So the question arises that solidify your presence. As in, do we want to make things happen or we are happy being a follower? So this is the time where we actually stand apart, work on our skill sets, chisel ourselves every day, and then build our network, expand our visibility on professional forums like LinkedIn and Twitter. Like someone also mentioned about blogs and then travel typing. So this is the time when you actually come up with those innovative ideas and create yourself as a brand. A brand is actually a big word. It is not a small word. Everyone is trying to market themselves. And I say it's not about marketing something else, as Aditi already mentioned in the first half. It's about marketing yourself, identifying yourself as a brand. As in, be a part of the learning forum groups, highlight your skill sets, look for the recommendations, reach out to your faculty, reach out to the people with whom you have worked, maybe some kind of internship you might have done. Look for the recommendations, create your presence. In a manner, it is time to redefine your professional outlook. That will actually solidify your presence.
Correct, absolutely. In fact, if I share my own example, I'm sorry, I've just turned off my video because there was a call. So yes, when I talk about solidifying the presence, as when we said in our introduction, I love poetry. Okay, I used to write a lot since my school days. But then I said that why not put it on public forum? I had my blog, and now with this quarantine in place, I have started working on my podcast because I thought that this is the best time that I can actually go out in public and say that my poems are really beautiful. Same goes for you. If you think that you have got amazing experiences, write it. Build up on your LinkedIn profile, build up on your Twitter, follow the groups which are really relevant. Don't give irrelevant statements. There are a lot of HBR articles, lot of FOB articles on LinkedIn. Follow them, read it, share it with others. It will really solidify your presence in the market abhi se. Before even you get into placements, before you get into your job, you'll be known on LinkedIn. So work on that. Follow your faculties, follow us. We'll be happy to share our views, and we'll be happy to share our articles with you so that you can get upskills, and we will be happy to read your articles. So yes, when we talk about solidifying your presence, it's all about building up a network right now. Choose the people that are around you and choose it wisely. I have a very quick question for you. What is that one thing that you bring on the table which no one else does? And I really want to hear each one of you. I will give you 60 seconds to think about it and just tell me one thing that you bring on the table which no one else does. Your time starts now. Quickly.
What do you think, Aditi, it is for you? For me, it is like passion.
For you, it is passion. I think for me, it is creativity with empathy.
Wow. So I still remember that time a few years back, I visited a friend and it was his interview the next day. So he was practicing for the interview and he threw me a question. So Yajan, if you have to choose yourself as a brand, which one it would be? And for the first time I heard that question and I was like this, wow, now I have to actually think, put my brains into churning. So it was a very beautiful brainstorming activity. And from there, I actually started relating myself to those brands already present out there. Like I came up with the brand Nike. Nike was because I am fascinated by football and Nike is a sponsor for a huge lot of football clubs. So one was the brand Nike, but that does not mean it was just Nike. Nike comes with a slogan, just do it.
Absolutely.
And I believe in that. If any task is given to me, if I have thrown to any challenge or any obstacle, I just have to carve out my path and do it the best possible manner. Will I be right or wrong? Irrespective of the fact, I learn and grow. So I just have to put myself there completely. I just have to put my passion into it. That's how we do it, I guess.
Absolutely. So let me just start my timer again, because I really want to hear each one of you. Come on. Help me with one thing that you bring on the table which no one else does. What is your USP? What is your brand? Share it with me. Creativity. Beautiful, Chatak. Quickly. Time is passing by. 43 seconds. Adaptable.
Adaptability is the need of the hour.
Yes. Come on, give me more answers. 30 seconds, people. It's now or never. Enjoy your work. Absolutely. Love what you do. See? Smart minds think alike.
We were not prepared for this stuff.
Look beyond problems.
Look beyond problems. Absolutely.
See, honestly, the time is up, but I'm again starting the time because I really want to hear each one of you. So start, please. Make work your hobby. Don't lose interest. Okay. That's again resilience. Don't lose your interest. Enjoy it.
Put your heart into it and you will master it, I'm sure.
Correct. Keep pushing yourself. So it's like, the wave comes and you go against the wave. Beautiful feeling it is. Trust me. And especially for the people who are planning to go to Goa. You'll figure that out soon.
Work passionately.
Work with passion. Yes. Correct. Smartness. I love the smileys Pradham is giving. Keep trying. Resilience. Yes, resilience.
Ready for every hurdle. Ocean says, yeah.
I am getting so much positivity here.
I guess we can roll the timer again.
I want to. Genuinely, I want to.
People can come up. People who have already responded can answer again.
I would love to hear the faculties also. Sir and ma'ams, what do you think are the things that you bring on the table which no one else does? Let's call problem as challenges. Beautiful.
And the moment you see problems as challenges, you'll start identifying them as opportunities as well. Because every challenge comes with an opportunity.
Perfect. Well said, Malakar sir. Dedication. I really like that you guys are appreciating each other. Which is very much important. And I think a lot of people fail to do that. It is important to acknowledge and appreciate others.
True.
Enjoy my challenges. Yes. Come on. 7 seconds. I'm not going to roll the timer again. Okay. No problem. Okay. Let me just stop this now. So in a nutshell, what we would like to say, both of us together, is that when we talk about leveraging lock time period, what exactly do you have to do? Simple 3 things. Just know yourself, position yourself, and present yourself. To present yourself better, you have to know yourself. So this is like a ladder. It's like a staircase. The first step at a time. So I'm sure we have to start with our knowing self, position self, and then your present self. Yajan, would you like to say something on this?
Yeah, absolutely. So knowing yourself is like doing the audit by themselves. It's a self-audit exercise. And position in a manner, you have to position where you want to reach. You have to be clear with the goals, with your strength. You can try doing a SWOT analysis for yourself. SWOT as in strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. So it is very important to actually realize our own strengths and weaknesses. I'll not say weaknesses. I'll say the improvement areas. As we already talked about the skill sets. So we know these are my positive skill sets, and these are the skill sets where I need to practice more. And this is what the session is all about, to actually identify those skill sets which needs to be harnessed. And then after all these things are in place, again, another skill set is also required to present. So even if while we were practicing, we were preparing, Aditi shared a very beautiful image with me of 2 dals being served. One was from the dhaba, which every day was a spillage all around, and another one from a very beautiful hotel. With the culinary, everything was done the best way, cream over the dal makhni, and then few leaves as well. As a presenter, as a customer, I'm irrespective of the taste, but what looks more presentable is how it is being done. The latter one that I mentioned. So even if I possess everything, but if I do not know the best way to put forth, maybe I lose the battle somewhere. So it is required to possess those skills and to present them as well.
Correct. So on this note, we would just like to share something with you. Abhishek, I would request you to, if you could just play the video that we shared with you. I'll stop sharing my screen because I
Eat
want
with eyes first.
Yeah? We eat with the eyes first, yes.
Abhimanyu sir, can you play that video, please?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thanks.
So guys, just feel this video. Trust me, whatever the situation we are facing during this pandemic for this industry, I'm pretty much sure it is going to revive. The world has not come to an end, and the world is meeting to make the ends meet. So we present you a very beautiful video. Just feel it.
And fingers crossed, I hope you can hear it.
Can you guys listen it?
We can't see the screen as of now. We can just see the folder.
All right.
So meanwhile, sir is playing the video. The forum is open. Guys, if you have any questions, you have any thoughts, please do share with us. We'll be happy to take your questions. The forum is open for faculties as well.
Can you listen it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Fine. Fine. Allow me to share it from start.
Yeah,
I'm
please.
starting right now.
Let's go. The music's playing. I've got to move on. To go out. No more delaying. Pack my things up. Carefree. Adventures waiting. I'm heading out. See the rest of the world. Yeah, yeah. So pick it up, stir it up. Well, I'll make it real. Rest yourself with no regret. Make sure to keep it real. The possibilities right in front of me. Oh, all the things that I can be. Got me feeling free. Yeah, so turn it up and shout it out. Cause I'm the first shout it out. And let the world spin around. And you go on and make my ground. And throw your hands up and put them on high. Walking through the path and go on. And let the kids fly by. And if you take some time to ask me why you all see me with a smile, I'll tell you that life is great. Life is great. Life is good. Life is beautiful. You gotta get it all. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. Time to shine it on the land. Life is great. Life is great. Life is good. Life is beautiful.
over to you, Aditi and Yajan.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So in the end, we would just like to say something to you that this is not the end. The world will revive. We will get back to travel for sure, and your industry is going to boom. But just prepare for that. Prepare for a major comeback. So you have this time. Leverage this time. Learn. Invest time in yourself. That's all I would like to say in the end.
Thank you so much,
Forum is
ma'am. It
open
was
for
a
questions.
very nice session.
Thank you so much, sir. But I would love to have questions. If you have any questions, your thoughts, we would love to answer those questions. I'm sure students will be having a lot of things in their mind, and same goes for the faculties. Happy to take the questions. So the forum is open for another, I think, 2 minutes if we have sufficient questions. Otherwise, it's okay.
Kunal sir,
Yes, sir. Tell me.
sir, Bhattacharya sir, HY sir is on. Is he
He's
there or?
he's there. He's there. He's there.
He's there. He's there.
So before we close the webinar, I would like to request HY sir to say a few words and any questions if anyone has.
Full, very, very interactive session, and two very young and energetic speakers. It was a pleasure to listen to both of them, and I would request both the speakers. If, I don't know who has the PPT slides with him or her. Please, if possible, if you don't mind, share it with our faculty. We'll
So
treasure it.
we have already done that.
I have, sir.
Thank you
I
so
have.
much.
Abhishek is the go-to guy.
Yeah. So Kunal sir, would you like to add anything?
It was a very interesting session, and I am sure our students have benefited a lot. And we are also highly motivated, inspired, and now we want to put your thoughts into action.
Absolutely. That is actually much more important. So thoughts are there, but till the time you put that thoughts into action, it's completely useless. And I'm really happy that and we are privileged that thank you for inviting us and giving this opportunity so that we can come forward and talk to students. But definitely, I would love to hear from students, what do they think?
So Aditi, thank you so much, and Yajan as well. It was such an interactive session. So everyone, like last 1.5 hours, everyone was participating in the session, and that is really the outcome of the session, I would say. And anyone else, if you have any question, you can put it into the chat, or else you can mail it to us later on, and we can forward to Aditi or Yajan.
Sure.
Absolutely, we'll be happy to answer them.
So if no one is typing into the chat, then we can finish it.
So there is one very very good remark in the chat box. I like the session so much. Wonderful, from Aditya Parmar. Even Shivani ma'am is thanking. Shivani ma'am is our very respectable faculty from Amity School of Hospitality. She is thanking both of you for our guest and Abhishek sir for arranging such an enjoyable session.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
It's our honor. Thanks a lot.
And Aditi,
yes,
to you, actually just a call, and you made your time. And actually, I asked you for 1 hour. And
anything for the student.
Thank you so much. And you have introduced Yajan to me. So next time I'll catch him straight away.
Definitely, Abhishek. And we are also actually glad that students also participated. They showed their energy and love, and we are on the same intent that we both should benefit out of the session. As Aditi already mentioned, now we have got the lessons. It's about the implementation now. And as they say, before you earn, you have to learn.
Correct.
Very well.
So we have the learning session.
Ruchika ma'am is also Ruchika ma'am is also giving a very positive remark. Thank you guests for an interactive session. Along with Pradum Modanwal and Chatak, thank you for this opportunity. Very interesting session. So, I mean, there is a positive outcome, which was the main objective of all of us for doing this session. So, thank you very much again, once again, to both of you.
Thank you
Thanks
so
a lot,
much,
sir.
sir.
It's our honor.
So
Thank you.
thank you, Aditya and
Wish
Yajan.
you a pleasant
So
day
we are-
ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Stay safe,
And see you
everyone,
very soon.
and all the very best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Abhimanyu sir, you can
All right.
you can close the one.
Fine. You want me to end the meeting now?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Thank
So thank you, everyone. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you so much.
Thank you.
Take
Thanks
care.
again.
So much.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.